Hello everyone. In this video I am going to talk about macro and mail merge. Macro is a series of actions which is recorded and can be executed later on by clicking on a button assigned to it or the keyboard shortcut that you have assigned to it. It saves your time as you need not do the whole procedure again and you can do it quickly. Now let's record a macro. For this, we click on the View tab, then from the down arrow of macros, we click on Record Macro. This opens a Record Macro dialog box where you need to provide the name to your macro. Suppose I name it as My Macro 1. Here, you should be careful about naming it. The name should always start with a letter and should not contain any space. Store macro in, you should select here all documents in case you want this to be available across the different documents. If you want it to be a temporary one, for this document only, you can select the document 1 or the name of the document for which you want to create it. For now, I will create it for all documents. If you want, you can add a description so that you can later identify the task of this macro. Then click on keyboard in order to assign a keyboard shortcut. However, if you want, you can create a button which may appear in the quick access toolbar, and later in order to run the macro you can click on that button. For now, we'll click on keyboard. We are taken to press new shortcut key box. Now press the shortcut key combination you want to assign to this macro. Suppose I have here Alt 1. When I press Alt plus 1, it is automatically recognized and taken, and just below the current keys box, it says currently assigned to unassigned. You should ensure that it is unassigned, which means that this key combination has not been used for any other command in Microsoft Word. If it is taken, you can delete this key combination and try another key combination. Suppose you want Alt plus 5. Now click on Assign and then Close. Now you can see a Stop Recording button appearing on the status bar. Moreover, when you go to the macros down arrow, you have the options for stop recording and pause recording. So now you are recording your steps. First of all, I would like to create a tab stop. First clear all, then first tab stop at 0.1. This will be a left alignment tab. Set. The second one I want at 3.1, which will be a center tab. Then the third one will be 6.1 and that will be the right alignment tab. Click on set and finally OK. Now start writing your content. Format it as per the requirement. As you can see, it is going to take a lot of time for you to do it now, but later you will be able to do all these things very quickly by just pressing the shortcut key to run the macro. Now I'm done with my work, so I will either click on stop recording from the status bar, or I can go to the View tab and from the macros down arrow I can click on stop recording. Both will do the same thing. When I click on stop, the macro is recorded and is saved now. We can go to macros and click on View Macros to see the macro. Now let's see how to run this macro. For this, I will click on File and New Blank Document. I will click on Create, and here I can go to the View tab. From the macros down button, click on View Macros. Select the macro from the list of macros. You can see the description of the macro to know about what it does. Now click on Run. It will have its effect at the position where you are working now. And you can see the whole task is now done automatically. Now let me create another document by pressing Ctrl N, and this time I want to run the macro by pressing the key combination. I had Alt plus 5 assigned to this. So I press it and you can see the task is done. Now we will talk about mail merge. Mail merge is a feature in which we automatically create several copies of the same letter with different contact information. For this purpose, I have already created a letter and I would like to use that one. For now, I will close these documents and I don't want to save the changes here. So I close the documents and do it without saving the changes. I'll press Ctrl and O keys, and from the documents, I have a friend's invitation letter. Let's open it. This has a proper format like from. This is the sender's name and address. Then I have two sections. From here, I will be providing the details of the person to whom I am sending this letter. Then I will write here some greeting line like dear friend or dear first name. Now rest of the document contains the common things for all the friends, but in the last paragraph I have some space here for writing the first name of my friend, and then I'll put a comma and then we'll continue with the rest of the things. After you have created the letter or you have written it, click on Mailings tab, and from Start Mail Merge group of buttons, click on Start Mail Merge and select Letters. However, you don't see any major change on the screen, but Microsoft Word has started setting up the mail merge for you. Now, the next step is to select the recipients. So, click on Select Recipients button, and if you want to create a new list of contacts or mailing list now, click on Type New List, or if you have already created it, you can click on Use Existing List. Let me demonstrate how to type New List. So click on Type New List and New Address List dialog box appears. As you can see here, you have the space for entering the title, first name, last name, and company name, address line 1, address line 2, city, state, zip code, country or region, and so on. There are so many things. You can enter the details for the titles you want, or you can customize these columns. To customize the list of columns, click on Customize Columns and you'll get the complete list on the screen. You can delete the titles you don't want. For example, I want the title, first name, last name. I don't want the company name, so I will click on Delete. Then address line 1 is okay, 2 is okay, city is okay. I don't want to put the state, so I will select the state and click on Delete. Similarly, I don't want zip code, so delete this also. This way I can go on deleting everything I want. In case I want to rename one of the columns, I can select it and press rename and provide it a new name. And after I have done, I will click on OK. So now I have a few columns or the titles here to enter the data for. For example, title, first name, last name, address line 1, address line 2, city and email address. Now I can start writing the details. First is title. It is Mr. Subhash. Last name is Singh. The next one is email address. So I will write here subhash21@yahoo.in. Then if you want to enter some more data, you can click on New Entry and this will add another record. If you keep on pressing the tab keys, then also automatically the new record space will appear in front of you and you can continue entering the details. In case you want to delete some entry, you can click in that row and click on Delete Entry. That will remove the details from there. Click on OK. This opens the Save Address List dialog box, and in this dialog box you can provide a name to the list you have created. Suppose I want to name it as my mailing list. Click on Save, but you should remember where you saved it. By default, it goes to the documents folder in my data sources. Click on save to save it. The next step is to edit the recipient list. Click on edit recipient list, and here you can see the list that you created just now. I will go back and I will select a different list for this purpose. So I will cancel this, go to select recipients, and this time I will say use existing list because I have already created a list. So I will select that one. Go to documents. In my data sources, I will select my friends. Click on open and then go to edit recipient list. Till now what we have done, we opened the letter by clicking on start mail merge, and then letters we started or initiated the mail merge process. Then we clicked on select recipients and typed a new list. In this case I am using an existing list. Then click on edit recipients list, and this time you will have all the details that you had stored in the list that you selected. So this time it is my friends list, so it has all the names appearing on the screen. So now if you want to include all of them, let them all be selected, or you can deselect the friends you don't want to include in this list by clicking on the box beside the name of the friend. So you can click to deselect this and this one also. And if you want them all to be invited, you can simply select them all, or from the top you can click to select all. After you are done selecting the recipients, click on OK. As I told you in the beginning that here after 2 it will be the address of the friend whom I want to invite. So place the cursor here by clicking and then click on address block. This opens insert address block dialog box. Select the format that you want. In the preview section you will be able to see how it will appear. I can select a different one, little more formal. Now click on OK. As you can see, there is a merge field appearing at the location where you inserted the address block. This merge field is a placeholder, means later when we finish the merge, the actual details will appear at this location in place of this placeholder. Now, second thing was to insert the greeting line. Just before the actual message, I wanted to insert a greeting line, so I will click here and click on greeting line. Now greeting line format. In this I can select the salutation like to or dear. So dear is okay for me. Then select the format, and if I want I can have a comma or colon or nothing here. So comma is okay. Greeting line for invalid recipient names. In case you don't have a proper name stored in your list, you can use a general format for the greeting line. So here since we have everything okay, there is no problem of that type, but if you want you can select one. You can see the preview of how that greeting line will appear in the preview box. Everything is okay, so we'll click on OK. Now you can see again there is a merge field, and here the greeting line will appear when we finish the merge. In the last paragraph of the content, we have to display the first name here. So now I will go to insert merge field, and from here when I click on the down arrow, I have the list of headings or the columns for which I have the details stored in the mailing list. Now I want to put here the first name, so I'll click on first name. So first name comma, and after that rest of the content. So now since I'm done with the setup, I will click on preview results. This will give me a final preview of the merged data. When you click on preview results, you are able to see the actual content in your letter. So if you want to see it for the other friends, you can press the navigation keys like previous records or previous friend details are displayed, then again previous, and so on. Now in case you want to make some corrections, or if you feel that you have done something wrong, click on preview results again to remove the details. And here I have to make a change in the greeting line. So I will delete this. Then again go to the greeting line. And this time I don't want Dear Mr. Awasthi. I want it to be a little informal. So I will select a different format from here. So I will have only the first name format. So Dear Sanchay or Dear Prabhat, that way. Then click on OK. So the greeting line has been changed now. After you are done with your mail merge process, click on Finish and Merge button and select the appropriate option as per your requirement. For example, you can also print the documents straight away, but for now I will click on Edit Individual Documents. This gives a dialog box. If I click on All, it will generate the individual copies of letters for all the names in the recipients list. If I want only for the current record, then it will go for the selected recipient number. Suppose I have 6 members in the recipient list. They are numbered from 1 to 6. So I can also specify from recipient number to the recipient number. For example, 1 to 3 or 1 to 6. And that way I will be able to edit the documents for the specified range. For now I want to make it for all. So I will select all and click on OK. Now the mail merge process is complete and you have individual letters for all the people you had in your list. So I have 6 names appearing here and I have separate copies of the letters. If you notice carefully, the content is same, only the fields that you inserted, they are different in all the letters. Thank you.